Rishi, please introduce yourself and your company and what you guys do. Give us the whole transportation side of Trimble.
Well, Trimble's a major company in different areas, and as you said, transportation side of Trimble. The transportation and logistics segment within Trimble is a big part of our business, and our mission is to transform the way freight moves in the industry. We are organized into different applications, so we think of these as serving different personas. In freight movement, we talk about how do we have offerings for shippers, how do we have offerings for brokers, how do we have offerings for carriers from a TMS perspective, from maintaining their assets from TMT, the asset maintenance side of things, how do we help fleets with fuel tax compliance in North America, and underlying all of that is the mapping technology as well. So that's how Trimble Transportation Logistics comes across, with different best-in-class point solutions, but all in a connected ecosystem. My role in here is to focus on the North American transportation market, the mapping technologies, all the product portfolio for that, as well as our TMS and asset maintenance offerings.
Yep. Yeah, and I said this to a friend the other day. I hadn't heard of Trimble until about 2 years ago. I've done a lot of podcasts, almost 8 years. And every once in a while somebody say Trimble, and I never really knew. It is a behemoth, though. It's a very big company with a huge influence. And I was just at one of the keynotes where they said, I think 1 million trucks have this, and I think $60 billion worth of transportation spend flows through the Trimble systems every year.
It is. If you look at our ecosystem between North America and Europe, those numbers all add up. We have trucks moving, we have trucks running our navigation system, and it's global. That's an important part which people don't think about when they think Trimble in the transportation space. They think North America, but we are truly a global player in it. Heavy dominance in North America and Europe, but sprinkled throughout the globe.
Yep. So we're at the Trimble conference, the Insight Tech Conference, and I was here last year. I might have said the same thing I said to you last year, but a lot of times you hear people talk about visibility, and I sometimes feel like when I come to Trimble, this is where visibility comes from. So you hear a lot of people say, oh, we have this visibility, that visibility, but they don't necessarily create it. It's an application very often from Trimble, but this isn't just Trimble. All your partners are here, and I think that's an important part of your business. And I would say a lot of your partners you also compete with in a friendly way. Yeah. You compete somewhere, cooperate other places. And I think that's the nature of my phone's the same way, the internet's the same way. You basically you're serving the customer first, competing second.
That's what we have. Our aim is, as you heard Rob Painter and Michael Kornhauser speak earlier today, connected ecosystem. We have our own solutions. We might not service the needs in every aspect of moving freight, but that's where we bring the partners in. And partners would have competing solutions. We offer the choice to our customers, but the connectivity is the key. Right. Our promise to the industry is we'll make sure everything connects. And this is the place where, yes, you have visibility into how a true connected ecosystem works for transportation. Combination of Trimble's solutions as well as our partner ecosystem.
Yep. So one more time, who do you guys serve and what problem are you solving for them?
So we serve different personas in the market, whether you go from the shipper who wants to find the right carrier to move their freight. They need to find out how to get the right carriers to move from A to B, what the rates should be. We serve the brokers, the intermediaries, the 3PLs who need to move the freight, need to identify and find the carriers. We help the carriers themselves who are moving the freight to offer them the best-in-class tools. We offer the carriers functionality to move and maintain their assets and keep them always well maintained so that the freight keeps moving. We have solutions for the drivers and the cab so that they're able to deliver the goods, focusing on what they do best, drive on the roads.
Oh, I like it. In the technology that you talk about for the trucks, for the truck drivers, it has to be, we think of a tech stack, but it's a tech stack that you're trying to avoid them having to enter anything in. So it's kind of very, very unique, and I think this is where the connected ecosystem comes in. So I can be using one system, and that information can easily pull in. And I think you might have said it to me, but somebody said it to me. We're kind of like the Android operating system or the Apple operating system, where if you're an app within our system, if you're a partner within our system, we can have all that information easily shared. And I think also, anytime you talk about sharing now, you have to also talk about security. And that's been a big focus. I think Michael Kornhauser said today, first thing, we're under attack in this industry. Same way he started his speech last year. And I don't think he took that out of thin air. He's been hearing it from the industry.
He has, and we've all seen what attacks can do. Any threat, any ransomware attack to a carrier disrupts not only just that carrier's operations, it disrupts the whole ecosystem. Goods stop moving. You can't get the order information in. You can't find out where the loads are. People having to revert back to phone calls, which is not the best and the most
Right.
safe way to move things. And yes, there are cyber threat attempts into the ecosystem that we maintain for our carriers or the carriers maintain for themselves. It has been on rise. It almost feels as if that's a new weapon that people have against the industry, against they've seen how important freight movement is for the economy, and people are targeting that.
Yeah. Last year I went to the cybersecurity conference. I think NMFTA had that down in Cleveland. And there was a guy from the White House spoke, and he said, during the pandemic, we saw a little bit of brittleness in the supply chains. Oh, some bad actors around the world, whether they're state funded or otherwise, said, "Ooh, that's an attack vector." So we're being attacked even more than previously, and just because we saw a little bit of problems in our supply chains, we did well enough. I mean, it's not your grandparents'
No.
pandemic.
Now we've come out of that, but yes, the threat is real. There are different bad actors. It could be some state sponsored. It could be just regular people wanting to disrupt things
Right.
and make a few bucks.